What happens when two sisters, bound by fame, secrecy, and the unrelenting gaze of the public, find themselves standing at the crossroads of life's most intimate decisions? Khloé Kardashian debates the timing, the risk, and the vulnerability of a pregnancy reveal, while Kylie Jenner hides her own, locking her truth away behind carefully curated walls of silence. In a family where nothing stays private for long, these parallel choices become more than just personal. They become a spectacle of speculation, a chess match of timing, and a test of control in a world that demands their every detail. The story begins inside the glossy, camera-ready universe of the Kardashian-Jenner clan, where nothing is ever as simple as it seems. Khloé's decision to reveal, or not reveal, her pregnancy is not just about family. It's about headlines, brand deals, and the millions of fans who feel entitled to know her every secret. Standing in front of mirrors that have reflected her struggles with body image, heartbreak, and redemption, Khloé is torn between her own need for privacy and the demand for spectacle. Every choice feels like a negotiation between her heart and her public image. But across the very same household, another secret lingers in silence. Kylie Jenner, younger yet just as scrutinized, hides her pregnancy from the world with a determination few could manage. Where Khloé debates openness, Kylie builds walls. Where one considers sharing, the other conceals. It's a dynamic that mirrors their personalities, Khloé's boldness battling against Kylie's quiet control. As the cameras roll and speculation rises, the sisters walk parallel paths, each shaped by pressure, fear, and the pursuit of agency over their own stories. I was there when the whispers began, those faint murmurs that ripple across Hollywood like smoke rising from a fire. Paparazzi lenses caught shadows of changing silhouettes and blogs exploded with theories. Was Khloé pregnant? Was Kylie hiding a baby bump? The words Khloé debates pregnancy reveal and Kylie hides her own weren't just gossip headlines. They became cultural moments, dissected in coffee shops, classrooms, and social media feeds. The public craved answers, and the silence of the sisters only deepened the obsession. For Khloé, the decision was agonizing. She had lived her life under a microscope, every heartbreak with Tristan Thompson broadcast like a reality soap opera. Now, faced with the joy of carrying new life, she feared turning her happiness into tabloid fodder. Should I share this, or should I protect it? She seemed to ask herself with every glance toward the cameras. The debate wasn't just about timing. It was about reclaiming a narrative that had often been stolen from her. Meanwhile, Kylie's silence was deafening. She mastered the art of vanishing in plain sight, slipping out of public events, posting carefully cropped photos and letting the world wonder. Friends and insiders whispered of her protectiveness, her determination to shield her pregnancy from cameras, headlines, and even fans. Kylie hides her own, they would say, and indeed she did. But why? Was it fear? Was it strategy? Or was it the raw, human instinct to keep life's most delicate chapter sacred? The tension between the sisters' choices revealed something larger than their individual stories. It exposed the cost of fame. In a world where millions believe they have the right to know, the Kardashians wrestled with the fundamental question: where does public life end and private life begin? Watching Khloé debate a pregnancy reveal while Kylie hid her own was like watching a tug-of-war between vulnerability and control, honesty and secrecy. It was the human drama of two women trying to define their boundaries in a culture that constantly erased them. I remember the late nights in Calabasas when discussions turned raw and emotions ran high. Khloé's voice, steady but wavering, questioned whether joy could exist without judgment. Kylie, quieter, her words clipped and calculated, argued that secrecy was its own form of power. Together, their stories became a study in contrasts, yet also a reflection of sisterhood, their choices different but their struggles undeniably shared. The world outside didn't slow down. Headlines multiplied, speculation videos garnered millions of views, and every public appearance was dissected frame by frame. Fans searched for clues, for the curve of a belly beneath oversized hoodies, for the glow of motherhood behind carefully applied makeup. The phrases Khloé debates pregnancy reveal and Kylie hides her own weren't just news items. They became cultural touchstones, symbolic of the Kardashian-Jenner family's paradox: oversharing and secrecy, spectacle and silence. Through it all, I couldn't help but wonder, what did these choices say about us, the audience? Our hunger for every detail, our willingness to invade their lives with clicks and comments. Were Khloé and Kylie the subjects of their own stories or prisoners of our obsession? Each sister's path reflected a rebellion against expectation. Khloé debated on her own terms, refusing to let others dictate the timing. Kylie hid, rejecting the gaze entirely, carving out her own bubble in a world that never stopped watching. Yet behind closed doors there were softer moments. The tender sound of a heartbeat in an ultrasound room, the whispered excitement between sisters, the cautious hope that this time, unlike so many before, their private happiness could survive the storm of public opinion. Those were the moments the cameras never captured, the ones hidden between headlines. And it was there that the real story lived. As a narrator, standing in the shadows of their lives, I felt the weight of their choices. The air in those rooms was thick with both fear and hope. Khloé's laughter, nervous yet genuine, often filled the silence. Kylie's quiet determination reminded everyone that even in a family built on exposure, some secrets were worth keeping. Their story was less about fame and more about the universal human need for control over one's own life. The irony was undeniable. A family known for revealing everything suddenly became a symbol of concealment. The debates, the secrecy, the speculation, they created a theater where the audience waited breathlessly for the curtain to rise. And yet, when the reveals finally came, when Khloé announced her joy and Kylie shared her hidden journey, it was not just about bobbies. It was about resilience. It was about reclaiming choice. It was about declaring that even in a world obsessed with knowing everything, some moments still belong to them. Khloé debates pregnancy reveal while Kylie hides her own. The headline may sound like gossip, but standing there, hearing their voices and seeing their vulnerability, it felt like history. A moment where two sisters, caught in the blinding spotlight, proved that their greatest act of strength was not giving the world what it wanted, but holding on to what they needed. Their choices, though different, were united by one truth. Both Khloé and Kylie were not just celebrities, not just characters in a reality series. They were women, navigating one of life's most sacred experiences. And in the end, whether through debate or secrecy, they reminded us all of the power in writing your own story.